So how'd you hear about us?
I have been having a lot of knee pain. I have been going to a doctor and getting steroid injections in that knee, and I was kind of looking for something different, and I saw your ad on Facebook.
How many steroid injections have you gotten in that knee?
I think this last one was my third one.
Okay, so you're probably maxing out as far as how much they're able to give you. The doctor's like, no more.
Yes, I'm not allowed to have any more. That's correct.
Yeah,
Yes.
well, that's a very common problem we've seen come across with a lot of the folks that come in here. So you are not alone in that arena. So the problem, let me show you real quick on this X-ray here that we took of you. You actually have pretty decent joint space. However, it is getting a little bit decreased there. So you're showing signs of arthritis here, and that is right here along this dark edge here. Normally it's white on most other X-rays, but it shows up as dark on ours. But you can see how that's kind of starting to get a little erosion going on there, as is this side. Got some spurs going on in there, but you've got pretty decent space, which is good, and is really what I need to have in order to help you. At least some kind of space, whether it be on the inside or the outside of the knee, it doesn't really matter as long as we've got something to work with. Some people come in here and they say, they're at their wit's end. They don't have any other options. The orthopedic doctor has told them, you've got to have knee surgery, knee replacement surgery, right? And they come here and they're just exasperated and looking for help. And, are they bone on bone? Close to it. Of course, if our bones are on bone, they would fuse. So you always have a little bit of space in there. But, some people are worse than others. Yours is not that bad, but you are showing signs of arthritis. Either way, we can help. And we actually do a really good job with some of the things that we offer here, which are all natural. It's better than steroids, lasts longer than steroids, and it doesn't eat away at your bones. So, with what the doctor's saying, he doesn't want to keep giving you something that could cause your immune system to go down, or your diabetes, if you had diabetes, or blood sugar problems to go outrageous and off the wall. So there's a lot of reasons why the steroids are good to a degree, but you want to really limit how much you give to someone. So, he's not wrong with saying, enough with that for now. We need to consider some other things. So I'm glad you're here. Tell me some more about your knee pain. And
well, it's keeping me awake at night. It's been months since I slept through the night. I have a hard time going up and down stairs. So what you would do is, what would you do to fix the arthritis in there? Okay,
so that's a great question. And you had mentioned earlier too, you also are like an avid pickleball player too, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Pickleball, tennis, right? So it really interferes with some of the things that you've been able to do, like with your activities and exercise, not to mention just going up and down stairs and sleeping at night, those things. So what we offer here are all natural injections of hyaluronic acid. And these are things that our body naturally creates. It's essentially like a lubricant that's already in the joint. The problem is, as we get older, or if we have an injury that precludes the arthritis, then we start to develop less and less of this, or we're not able to keep up with the amount that's needed in order to counteract the arthritis that's taking place. It's one of that age-old saying, one step forward, two steps back. So that's what we're doing, and trying to create the amount of hyaluronic acid in order to keep up. We're just not able to do it. And that's what creates the problem. Okay, so you don't have enough lubricant in the joint. Your space is getting smaller and dwindling down. You're having some erosions going on in the cartilage and in the meniscus. You have these spurs, which are basically where the bone is trying to remodel itself. So your body's constantly trying to regenerate and heal itself. But over time, we're not able to do it in the most efficient way as we were when we were young. So we start making more bone in some areas that protrude out, and less in the areas that we need it. So it's just a degenerative process, which we are able to help through our regeneration processes, our injections that we do here, which adds a supplemental hyaluronic acid. It increases its joint space. It helps lubricate and soften that joint, the cartilage and the meniscus, and the joint itself, and also the bones that are, come together, the femur, which is the top bone, and your tibia, the bottom, that make up that joint space there where they connect. We're expanding that space, and we're giving more lubricant. So that's a great question. And it actually is it's proven to help. It's proven to be better than steroids, especially long term.
Okay.
Another great thing is that it's covered by most insurances and also Medicare. So it's up to twice a year for most insurances. And so I get a pretty high success rate. I would say 9 out of 10 people get some kind of relief, whether it be marginal, which is not that much, but at least it's something to where it's helping them, to most people get some kind of great relief from it.